Welcome to Confidently Unstoppable, the podcast where we empower you to transform your self-talk, elevate your mind, and build unstoppable confidence. I'm your host, Marilyn West. Each week, we will dive deep into mindset shift to help you break barriers and embrace your full potential. Hey girl, welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to be talking about how to deal with anxiety. Whether you're starting a new business, going through a life-changing event, or just trying to juggle life, anxiety can creep into your life and just throw you completely off balance. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to face it head on so you can find peace no matter what's going on around you. So let's jump into this. One thing that I have been doing lately is learning a lot about cortisol levels. If you follow me on social media, you see that I just went through a traumatic experience with my skin. I had a lot of anxiety, but one thing I had to understand is how anxiety played into my life, the way that I react, and also what was happening behind the anxiety flaring up. Now, here's the thing I need you to understand, especially for the ladies out there. Your cortisol levels are affected by your anxiety. And if you don't know what cortisol levels is, it's basically your stress hormones. So a lot of times when people talk about anxiety, gaining weight, stress, you have to understand that your cortisol levels help manage your stress levels. It helps regulate your metabolism, immune response, and inflammation control, right? So with that being said, anytime that your anxiety is high, you're going to gain weight. You're going to start seeing that it weakens your immune system. And when it weakens your immune system, you're going to have a hard time fighting off pathogens. So you may find yourself sick, can't sleep at night, can't think correctly. Anxiety affects your cortisol levels and it affects your body in so many different ways. When it comes to your immune system, weight gain and metabolism issue, sleep patterns, the way that you think, your memory, your cognitive effect, your digestive system, and also your mood swings. So when it comes to anxiety, I need you to understand anxiety is our body way of telling us that something is off. And it's based upon a feeling. So it's like our internal alarm system. While it can be overwhelming, you need to learn how to manage what is definitely going on around you at that moment. I love to tell people, be where your feet are. So if you're too far in the future or in the past, of course you're going to have anxiety because those going to trigger emotions, which is going to have you to start worrying, whether that's work, relationships, financial worries. So you have to understand, stay in the moment, reflect on the moment so you won't feel so anxious. When we take time to understand what is causing us to have anxiety flare-ups, we can address the root issue and learn how to manage it, right? And once we learn how to manage it, then we can start controlling everything with our minds. If you're someone who's always thinking positive and have a mindful practice in place, I love my Apple Watch because I can turn on my Apple Watch and set it for 1, 2, or 3 minutes to just sit in the moment and just be mindful about my actions. When we shift from I can't handle this or I'm doing the best I can, it changes the way that we react to stress. When I was going through TSW, I already knew that my body was in a heightened awareness because I was triggered every time I look at myself in the mirror. So in order for me to not get my cortisol levels high because I was dealing with inflammation in my body and also my stress level was really high, I always said to myself, this is just a moment. My skin is getting better and it's healing every day. I was very mindful. I said affirmations. I tried to take deep breath. Sometimes when I would set my Apple Watch to be mindful, sit and take deep breath because I understand when you take those deep breaths, not only is it helping you with your lymphatic drainage, it's also helping you manage your stress too. So a lot of times when people are trying to understand themselves, you have to learn how to normalize your body. And that can be through breathing techniques, mindfulness. It's so important when you feel anxiety coming on that you pause and focus on your breathing Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This brings your body back to a state of calm. So when you feel your anxiety coming on, focus on your breath. And what can also help you manage your anxiety is moving your body. Believe it or not, when you move your body and release those endorphins, that helps you combat stress. A lot of times when you physically move your body, it's like resetting your brain. So when you're going through a season and you're dealing with a lot of anxiety, don't be afraid to get out the house and go on a quick walk to help you ease those anxious feelings, because that's going to allow you to gain control of your brain. And that's going to be so important when it comes to helping you deal with anxiety. Everyone goes through a season where they have to learn how to control themselves. And if we get to the point where we're stressed out, it's going to be hard for us to sleep. So therefore, we're going to have a poor sleep habit, which is going to increase anxiety and also elevate our cortisol level. And then we're going to start gaining more weight. Then our whole mood is going to be off because now we're just stressing. And not only is our anxiety at a high level, we're now dealing with depression. So you have to learn how to affect your mood swings by just being mindful and exercising. And that's not only going to help us when it comes to anxiety, it's going to help us when it comes to chronic illness, cortisol levels, which can lead to a range of health problems. So when you start your day by just being mindful, writing down things that you are grateful for, just training your brain how to stay focused on the good stuff, this small habit can really help you reduce your anxiety over time. So when it comes to anxiety, you have to take control. You cannot stay stuck in the moment. You have to get out there and move your body. You have to journal how you feel. You have to take those mindful breaks. You have to gain control of how you're breathing. You have to learn how to stay in the place where your feet is. And that's going to help you be mindful about what's going on around you. So my friends, that's all for today. Remember, anxiety is just a temporary feeling, and with the right tools, you can manage it and thrive through it. It's all about taking control of your mindset. So my friends, until next time, keep moving forward with your confidence because you're becoming unstoppable. Thank you for tuning in to Confidently Unstoppable. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a confidence boost. Until next time, keep evolving and becoming the best version of yourself.